There is a common misconception that spirituality is something that happens only in the mind and not in the body. That transcendence or enlightenment or a state of oneness or heaven, whatever you want to call it, can only be attained through the mind in some esoteric way that is removed from physical reality. I'm really excited to learn that that is not true. Our senses, which are experienced through our body and then interpreted by our mind, are a pathway to spiritual enlightenment, self-improvement, self-awareness, whatever you want to call that path. And this is such a blessing because our bodies are our vehicles. We are given these bodies to experience life through them. They carry us through life, literally and metaphorically, but they're also the vehicle to transcendence. And here's how you can harness this in a really simple way. Anyone can do it. It's called savoring. And I think there's a lot of words for this, but I love that word a lot because it highlights the positive nature of experiencing something sensory that you enjoy. So if you were to sit with a cup of coffee in the morning, just give this a try, or food, whatever it is that you like, something that's small and simple. Take the time to really sit with it. This exercise forces you into the here and now, so it's a form of meditation. You're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, and you're tuning out all of the stimuli around you so that you can just focus on this coffee. Maybe you'll notice notes in it that you never noticed before, or some aspect of it that you have enjoyed but weren't really conscious about. Or maybe you've smelled this coffee 1,000 times and you know it inside and out, but you've never really appreciated it, and you kind of get a sense of gratitude for it. Gratitude is the source of happiness. There is a lot of evidence, a lot of studies that have been put out there that gratitude decreases depression, increases your overall happiness and life satisfaction the more that you practice it. I've definitely found this to be true in my own life. So give it a try with anything that you enjoy. Try to be present with it. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. It's all about your focused attention on just this one thing. And that is how you are living the meditation. It is an activity, it is an action that your body is experiencing and that your mind is interpreting. And for a moment, time slows down. While you're enjoying this thing, this coffee, this food, or even the act of something simple but pleasant like washing your hands or making your bed, it's like time dilation, I want to call it, because you're focused on something, a sliver of something that's in the moment. And so everything else easily disappears once you learn to train your mind to just focus on that one thing. And what's lovely is that the more of these that you do throughout a day, you're stretching time in little sections throughout the day, your day will feel longer. It can feel fuller. And I don't mean busier or just like stuffed full of things that happened in your day. But whenever I've had a day where I did lots of things during it, let's say I went on a hike and then I sat in a hammock and then I read a book and then I had this conversation and I went for this walk, and there were so many things I experienced in that day and I was present for and enjoyed. By the end of the day, I realized joyfully, not with stress or exhaustion, like, wow, I experienced a lot today. And this day felt so long because of that, in a good way. A long, good day is a great thing. We want a long life that is full of good things and positive experiences. So if you can savor more things throughout your day, it can stretch your day out a little bit in a way that makes you feel satisfied, fulfilled emotionally, and maybe a little more in tune with your senses, because there's so much biochemical feedback that's going on between your mind and your body constantly. So when you're putting an input in and being aware of that input, you are increasing a dialogue and improving the nuance of the dialogue between your mind-body connection, which is a wonderful, like, that leads to so many other great things and can really improve your life. And I think this is a super accessible way for people to practice meditation. It doesn't have to be the super esoteric, unreachable thing, like you have to just clear your mind of thoughts and be a guru on a mountain and everything. Like, I think that makes this feel very unreachable for people. At least it did for me. So give it a shot with something that's small and easy to do in your day, and try to give yourself maybe a reminder. Let's say you could put on a ring, or, draw a little mark on your finger with a pen, something like that, so that it's visible. So every time you see your hands throughout the day, you are reminded, like, this ring or this mark symbolizes a reminder to be more mindful. So if I'm making my bed and then I'm picking up this object and I'm seeing the ring over and over, it's a reminder like, how can I be savoring this experience? Especially if it's something positive. I think there's something to be said about savoring negative experiences in a different way. And I don't think savoring is the right word for that. We can touch on that another time. But start with the easy stuff, the positive stuff. Give yourself a reminder like that, like the tie a string around a finger sort of thing. That way you will find yourself doing it more throughout the day rather than just once at the beginning, and then the day takes your mind other places and you forget to be savoring anything at all. I think knowing that certain experiences or objects that we enjoy are finite is a way to help us enjoy them more. For example, if you know you've only got one cookie left in your cookie jar, and you're like, oh, it's the last cookie, dang. And yes, you can go buy more cookies, certainly. But you don't know when you're going to get to the store next, if you have a lot going on, or maybe they discontinued this type of cookie, whatever. You're going to savor that cookie more. You're going to really be present with it. You're going to listen to its many dimensions of flavors and its texture and smell it. Just let all the senses of your body enjoy this one simple thing, because you know that, I got to make the best of it because there's a finite amount of it. Time is finite, as far as we know, in terms of the bounded duration of our lives, our physical lives. And therefore, that may help remind us to savor and enjoy more of it, because we know it is a limited duration. Time with friends or family may be limited. People come and go in your life, and there's no certainty or solidity about how long they'll be around. Therefore, best to make the best of it and enjoy it to the maximum that you can while they're there. Resources are finite. Your time in a certain place is finite. There are cities I lived in that I wished I had savored more while I lived there, because I kind of miss them now, and I realized that I didn't enjoy them to their fullest extent, or I focused my attention on the negative things about those places, whereas had I been focusing my attention more fully and more purposefully with intention on the things that were wonderful there, I could have increased my happiness more while I was there. This is your choice. This is where you choose to put your attention, and it matters a lot. And it's something that you have to train yourself to do. It's a muscle. And so the more that you do this activity, the better you'll be at it, and the more reward you will reap from it. So give it a try and let me know what things you savored and whether you felt more present with them, and whether this is something that you can increase day by day throughout a week. Let's say try it for a week. Give yourself, an amount of time to give it an honest shot and see what it does for you. I can definitely attest that gratitude has helped me a lot, and savoring to me is a pathway to gratitude, because I'm present with the thing, I'm taking it in with all my senses, I'm tuning other things out, and just being present in the moment, narrowing my mind and my attention, and basically creating my reality, because I am guiding my beliefs, my thoughts. I'm focusing my thoughts and attention and receiving what I want from them, positivity, and therefore my reality is altered. This is a meditation. So good luck and enjoy.